Good day, good day. Welcome to the stream. My name is Gilles Chambrer. Today is Friday. It's time to relax. And every Friday, I want to invite you to spread the love around the world. And for this, we will come to practice love and kindness meditation. It will be an opportunity for us also to interact together. If you have any questions about meditation, about consciousness, about any particular point in your meditation practice, you are always welcome to drop some questions on the chat. So hopefully the chat on YouTube is working, the chat on Twitch is working. So I come to be on both platforms at the same time. So for those who just come across this stream, I would like to introduce myself. And so my name is Gilles Chambrer. Here we go. So I'm French, and I'm come to be born in Paris. I used to work in the fashion business for 12 years. I traveled the world. I worked for many different brands like Adidas, Nike, Dolce & Gabbana, Euroman. I did a lot of fashion show in Milano, in Denmark. I participated to all those fashion week. And so I did this for 12 years. Eventually, after that, I decided to dedicate my time to relaxation, massage. Eventually, from massage, I started to get into meditation. But for me in Europe, if we want to learn meditation in Europe, we tend to learn meditation through the books. And you have the books, you have YouTube, and still for me it's not enough. So I decided to go to Thailand. I took one flight ticket. I went to Thailand. I thought to stay there for 6 weeks, 6 months. Eventually I stayed there for 6 years. And it was a gift. It was very precious. It was really the best gift I could give to myself than to go to Thailand and learn meditation. I was there as a monk, and I take care of teaching people meditation still, especially the monks, the tourists. I used to take care of different animals. I stay in some temples where you have a zoo inside, so I used to take care also of tigers, elephants, horses, dogs, cats. And since 5 years ago, I came back to Europe. Actually, I live in Opole, in Poland, which is a very small, quiet city where there is not much to do. But for me, it is a place where I come to feel comfortable because I can do whatever I want. And what I do is to teach meditation children, to teach parents, to teach seniors, teach businesses. And so now it's been 5 years that I live in Poland. I don't speak Polish yet, but now I come to be in a situation when I have to speak Polish, because that will be my way to connect to people, but also because with what is going on around the world, we don't have that much opportunity to travel the world. So to offer my help to the people, I have to learn Polish, even if I come to work with a lot of business people who come to speak English. And also because here we have opportunity to have a lot of people from all over the world. So this is why I have a pleasure to be online and stream and do what I feel to do. And I think today, even if we have to stay home, it's lockdown and this and that, I think yet he gave us a lot of opportunity to find new way to reach people, and this is what I'm doing now. I'm online because I want to reach people. I want to interact with people, mostly with what I do, what I love to do, which is about meditation. So now when we come to be online, I could teach a very different technique about meditation, but most of the time I want to stay very basic because I don't really know who I'm talking with, so I just want to stay very basic. If we come to have people who are very much into meditation and already have a practice of meditation, then I invite you to come with me tomorrow, Saturday at 6 o'clock on the website called Insight Timer. And there we are about 100 people to meditate together. So I come to teach and give some different technique of meditation. So if you are very much into meditation and you want to get your routine, your discipline, then I invite you to be here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on the Insight Timer. You tap my name, Gilles Chambray, will come to the profile, and you will see all the schedule that I have every Saturday at 6 o'clock, okay? I like to be regular, so Saturday you will have different technique at 6 o'clock on Insight Timer, and here on YouTube and Twitch, again, 6 o'clock, always the same time. So eventually this time might change at the end of May because I will start to have more projects to be on. But you will see online if I give any change about the time, you will know about it. Okay? Anyway, so now let's start. So as I said, I want to go into the practice of love and kindness meditation. And for this, we could start with talking about loving oneself, because today the main practice of meditation will be the love and kindness meditation. So, okay, give me. Oh. I want to. Voilà. Okay, I will try to move a little bit so you can read the text. So this is a video that I did a long time ago, which is about loving oneself. So before starting the meditation about love and kindness meditation, we can go through what is love and kindness meditation, okay? So, okay. So here, loving yourself is accepting, embracing, loving your body, however the society describe it. So just to come on this point, on this planet, we are all unique. And so, especially for me, when I used to work in the fashion business, I had to train the body to be attractive, to be strong, and eventually to have beautiful feature, so I could attract and sell myself to those different brands. And I would say that today, fashion is a strong influence through which people will come to look at their own body. So, especially when we come to speak to kids, most of the time they come to have their mobile in front of their eyes, and they will tend to be willing to look like a certain model. And so loving yourself could be a bit difficult for kids, because loving yourself is to stop giving that attention out there, and you come to keep it to yourself. which means that somehow we need to teach people or remind people to bring first attention to themselves, look at how they are, accepting their body as it is, that how your body is, it's just natural and kind of normal. They don't need, somehow they could compare the body to somebody else if they want to improve themselves. Yet, to have this kind of mentality, you need to find balance. So I think it's good that we want to improve ourselves, to look better, to be healthy and stuff like that. Yet we need also to find balance. And here, loving yourself, loving your body is also to be able to feel comfortable with your body as it is. Even if you may be slim, fat, black, white, is at least that you come to feel comfortable in the body as it is. And so loving yourself, loving your body, if it's not natural, because when we used to be a baby, when you look at a baby, a newborn, they love their body as it is. They have joy to show themselves as they are. It is mostly when we come to grow up, when we start to have education, when we start to have a social surrounding, that we tend to give the power away and we tend to judge ourselves from the standard of a group in which we are. And through time, we start to also develop through education and intellectual, rational mind. And then we come to be judgmental about this body, compare this body to someone out there. And somehow we tend to lose ourselves, and instead of loving ourselves, we tend to be dissociated from who we really are. So loving oneself somehow is, again, we can do it through meditation, we can do it through isolation. If we can isolate ourselves for a moment, 5 minutes, and we tend to, you may either look at yourself in the mirror and take the time to look at yourself, breathe in and out, feel the body. And so later on, we will do this meditation, love and kindness meditation, where we come also to visualize the body, send love to the body, and visualize the totality of the body as an entity which receives love and kindness, as an entity which is love. Your body is love. Your body is loved. Your body is loving. Here, when I speak about love and kindness meditation, you need to keep in mind that I don't want to speak about you are the best, you are awesome, you are beautiful. No, I'm speaking on a matter that all beings are loving beings. Every one of us is love in itself. We are just a different manifestation of this love. Some are black, white, yellow. It is just a different expression of the same substance. Then we come to be, each one of us, a different manifestation, and each one of us is unique. Each one of us is beautiful because it is unique. And when you come to see life, see the world from that perspective, there is no point and there is no sense to be jealous, because you come to see that every one of us is unique, because we come to realize that we are unique. By nature, we are beautiful. You are and I am beautiful. And as each one of us is a manifestation of this consciousness, which is love, peace. So each one of us is love. Each one of us is loving. Each one of us is loved. And so, because we come to we are a manifestation of this love must be unconditional, because this is how is the nature of that love. Therefore, we come to start love with that body, with that entity. Once we finish to love this body, this entity, to love ourselves, then we come to spread the love around us. After spreading the love around us, we come to spread the love to the people with whom we may have conflict, problems, anger. Because this love is unconditional, this love must be sent to ourselves, to the people around us, but also to any person, object, offices with whom we may have conflict, troubles. It could be a family member, an ex-partner, whoever. To be love and to be unconditional love, this love must include people, one or few people, offices with whom you may have conflict. This is unconditional love. But also, in this practice, when you include such a people, you help yourself to go beyond the problem, the conflict that you may have with. Especially when we come around Christmas, or let's say that you have a difficult time with family member or work or colleague, the boss. When you come to practice loving kindness meditation and you come to spread the love to that person with whom you may have an issue, you help yourself to be mature enough. Because this is the problem in this society. In this society, we tend to be based, to be centered mostly within the mind. We think, we take care of everything, we tend to rationalize the world. And so when we have conflict with people, we won't always be able to solve a conflict through the mind. Why? Because in order to solve a conflict, as to solve a problem, we need to go to a higher level of consciousness in which this problem is created. So this could be for your family member, for your work, but it is also the case for what is going on in the world. Either human beings are fighting about religion, about territory, about natural resources. As a human being, we are still immature because we tend to fight each other, because we tend to see ourselves separated from the rest of the world. And from that concept, we think that we are the best, we deserved. We tend to be in a situation when we want power, and maybe we are able to be powerful and go dominate over community and steal them and do whatever it is. Today, if we need to find solution to this worldwide crisis, we need to grow our heart. We need to expand the level of consciousness of our heart. We need to have more compassion to one another, because if we want to find solution to stop the spreading of this virus, we need to work as one. Not anymore the money of this pharmacology businesses must be the priority. We need to change the way we look at the world and to be more compassionate But go to say that to a laboratory who wants to make money. Go to say that to those politicians. They are in a system. This is how it is. We need to practice ourselves. Don't expect the world to change. Do the first change. Maybe it will happen, maybe not. At least just do it for yourself. Develop this compassion. Develop this love and kindness for yourself. Maybe we will have the chance to pass this message to many people around us. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it is just a manifestation. At the end, it is just one. I don't know if you can call it consciousness, divine. It is just one. This is just like a game, a theater, a movie which come to be played. Each one of us is free to stay in that illusion that we are separate from each other, or you may come to the realization that it is all one, we are all connected, there is only love, and you come to go forward in that plan. And when you accept that answer, that realization, you come to be part of a change in this world. But deep down, it's not really a change which needs to be done. It's just that people come to realize what life is, what is this reality, to see things as they are. It doesn't need a name. It doesn't need a system of belief, a religion, a spiritual community whatsoever. It is just here. And me, I like to give tools, I like to talk about it, or I would like to have people to ask questions if they want to develop themselves to perceive the world as it is. This is what I love to do with people, with my practice, with my teaching around. So the names are not really important. What is mostly important for me is to have a language, a vocabulary in which I'm able to express the thoughts, express the feeling, express what I feel. Yet, those are words. You take them, you come to understand what you can, you come to take the knowledge that you think could be benefit to you, and you drop the rest. There is no need to argue. There is no need to debate. Welcome questions are welcome. You may express a different perspective so we can nourish each other. Fine. But I'm not really interested to have some debate to see if this is right or wrong. We just need to go a bit beyond that level of consciousness. Anyway, so let's come back to the movie about loving yourself. So yes. So if we come to be in the practice of loving oneself and loving the body, of course, it takes time. It takes time to be in a position, in a situation when we come to appreciate. You may even caress, observe the skin of your body, no matter the scars, the color, the pigmentation, and the age. And so, for me, what it is beautiful when you come to love yourself, you also come to accept to get old. And I think in the fact of loving yourself, accepting to get old, which is also means accepting the wrinkles and accepting to get old and accepting to die, that this body is impermanent, is also part of loving yourself. When we come to realize that this body won't be here forever, it's part of life. It's not about being sad, it's not about depressive. Maybe you might realize somehow, if you have this pulsion, oh no, I don't want to die, I want to be immortal. Of course, the cells of a body wants to be immortal, and for that, we got kids. Or when the ego is very strong, we may do something which may have an impact in the human culture. Either it could be art, either it could be historical event whatsoever. But at the end, this body will come to die. And so loving yourself is to accepting that the body come to grow, to be strong, at some point to decay, to get old, to have gray hair and wrinkles. It's part of life. And when you come to accept your wrinkle, you come to see you are still beautiful. And most of it, you come to realize how the society come to, let's say, influence the way that you come to look at yourself. We come to be alienated. Alienation is when we receive ideas from others and we make ours. And so in the process of education, of society, there is alienation, and we come to receive ideas. And so when we take the time to love oneself, to practice this loving kindness meditation, we come to realize that we can let the idea we received from our surrounding, we can put them on the side and just stay with ourselves. Be at peace with it. Be at peace with who we are. We are good enough. Who I am is good enough. I am enough by myself. And when you come to practice meditation, this is another detail, another point that you come to realize. Who you are, where you are, is enough, is good enough. And you can rest where you are. Then you can, after your meditation later, you can continue to go forward and improve the body, shape the body in the image you want. But still, when you stop, when you rest, when you close your eyes and be in that moment, it is good enough, and appreciate this moment as it is. Be happy here, right now. Because if we look a bit deep down inside it, we also come to notice that when we come to rest, we start to go aside from the system of gratification. We want to please someone. And this is also an aspect that meditation comes to help us to be more independent and to be king of ourselves. Stop pleasing people. It's very easy to say, because depending where we're from, we are always in that process at some point where we try to impress the friends around us, impress the parents. This is how the system is built. So it requires you to have some self-criticism, some power of introspection, have some distance. Because when you come to realize that, then you come to see that, yes, it's really important, and it changes a lot of things when you come to love yourself. Anyway, let's continue to the next point. So, so if you have any question, you can drop the question in the chat. I may not answer now, but I will take time to answer them. Here we go. So here we go. Loving yourself is overcome negative belief about yourself. So loving yourself is overcoming negative belief about yourself. So again, as I said, I want to say somehow it is normal that when we grow, when we start to be adult, we come to carry negative thoughts about ourselves. We come to judge the body. We come to judge ourselves. It is like a process through growing in the society. Now, overcoming negative belief about yourself, somehow, first, I want to say that the negative belief about yourself come to disappear as far as you come to practice meditation. When you come to practice meditation, you come to slow down the mind. You come to realize what kind of thoughts there is in this mind. And so you start to be more aware. And so in the practice of meditation, at some point, you come to notice all those negative thoughts that you come to carry, all those negative thoughts that come to be manifested when you stay in the mirror and so and so. You come to be aware of them. Yet, you have nothing to do with them. First, because they are just thoughts. Thoughts which come to appear, you give them a quality, good, bad, negative, positive. Yet it is just a thoughts. It's come to appear, stay for a while, and disappear. So the practice of meditation helps you to develop equanimity. Stop taking the positive for you. Stop rejecting the negative of you. Meditation teaches us to accept every thought as they come, to observe them and let them go. They don't belong to us. They don't belong to everyone. It is just a process. Therefore, at some point in your meditation practice, you come to notice that negative thoughts are just thoughts which come and go. If you stop giving attention to them, they disappear, because their power comes to be from the fact that you give them attention even more when you come to fight with them, or either you want to change them to positive thinking. You don't need positive thinking to change your negative belief. When you give them positive thinking, you come to confirm that they are power over your life. If you fight them, you confirm them that they are power over your life. All you need to do is to observe them, accept them, let them be, let them go, and you come back to focus on the breath, on that present moment. And through the practice, they disappear. And through the practice, you come to focus and dwell on that peaceful place which is within you. And that peaceful place is sparkling with energy, life, peace, clarity, positivity. And you just need to stay here in the here and now. Don't even try to think about something positive. Just stay present, peaceful, and mindful. Then you come to dwell in that space which is always here within you, and that place will be the space for any transformation which might need to occur into your life. That's all it needs. Then you have people who may have burnout, who may have deeper level of anxiety and depression. Then here, we could practice love and kindness to help them to deal with this urge of anxiety. Yet, the situation will be the same. If you come to me with depression, anxiety, or other kind of similar state, the basic of those issues is that people tend to be attached, centered into the mind. Some of us may have developed an attachment to this aspect of personality when we are a victim, when we feel a victim, because that's the only way we come to feel important, to feel life, to be the center of life. Yet through meditation, we will come to learn that first we need to grow and change the center of attention from the mind condition rumbling to here, the here and now. But anyway, that could be a subject on itself. So let's continue. Many people have trouble letting go of negative thoughts that they have about themselves. So yes, it's been also part of my journey. I had a lot of issues to let go of negative thoughts. But it takes practice. It's not magic. It just takes practice. Then, these negative thoughts often come from outside people whose opinion we value and from who we seek love and acceptance. Any question? Any detail about it? Any feedback? So, I would say that those negative thoughts may come from the surrounding, but also they might come from ourselves. If we tend to be very judgmental to the things around us, to the people around us, that aspect of mind will come to reflect to ourselves. So, okay? Good. Let's continue. So, okay, let's take a break here. Let's have a break. Okay. So, loving yourself is avoiding perfectionism. Some people have trouble accepting anything less than perfection from themselves. So, the need of perfection, it is also like a sadic tendency of the mind. It is the need of perfectionism is a need from the ego, always searching for something the best, from this idea of the best. And as you pursue, as you are going forward this idea, you never reach it because it is just an idea of perfection. And so, whatever concerning perfectionism, it is also a way to refuse the here and now, and also always dwelling in the mind and always looking for something which is never here, never being happy with things as they are, never being content with life, with ourselves, is hell. Perfectionism towards oneself is just hell. And this could come to an end only by finding peace with oneself. Anyway, let's continue. If you find yourself pursuing perfectionism and feeling negatively about yourself when you are less than perfect, then take 3 simple steps. Stop your current line of thinking, then focus on the effort that will be required to work towards the goal and steadily apply the required effort. Okay. So yes, don't be afraid to feel. Yes, in fact, to love yourself as part of the process, it is also important to accept emotion as they are, feel them in their depth. Even if you are afraid to be carried away by their intensity, it will end at some point. So when you come to practice meditation, when you come to embrace everything which is happening within you, every aspect of yourself, every aspect that you don't like about yourself, take time to feel them, to embrace them, and feel them deep down. Be aware of their intensity. Accept them. Only then you will be able to go beyond. You will be able to let go of them. If you escape them, those emotions, memory, trauma will come to sleep in your unconsciousness. They will gather more power and come back with trauma, with as a psychosomatic element, and so forth. Come back. And because you don't let them to be, you come to create a neurose. You come to have some neurotic aspect of on your personality and never get free of them. So I remember that for myself, because I used to travel a lot, I used to, if I didn't like something in one place, I was free to take a flight ticket, go somewhere else to work. So for me, it was very easy to go away from any form of problems, difficulty with people. I was just traveling. When I started to sit down and meditate, I had to learn to embrace all those emotions, those conflicts, if I want to be peace at them, if I want to find solution with them. Embrace everything. Don't be afraid to feel. Yes. Okay. So here, loving yourself is discard your negative filter. Focus only on the negative in life. Focusing only on the negatives in your life is a bad habit. I think we can call it complain. Yes. So, on a very short manner, complaining is one way for the ego to survive. You have a culture, you have community of people, cultures of the countries which come to develop complaining as part of the culture, and then the people don't understand why they cannot be happy, why they come to constantly think negative, why they can't change their life. Well, also this is part of recognizing our culture, recognizing who we are, recognizing the mental process. It takes time and effort to recognize what our culture may have taught us to do, which is not healthy for the mind and the peace of mind. Okay? So this is part of your work or not. It's up to you to be aware of it. Excessive focus on the negative or less favorable events in your life can make this event seem disproportionately important. if you find yourself complaining that everything that happens to you is bad, try to find a little evidence to the contrary. It is very unlikely that everything is really bad. So here in a few words, it means don't make it the center of your life and try to look elsewhere. Not everything is bad. Okay? But still, it's very easy to speak like this about it, but when you come to be into it, it takes time, it takes a lot of mental and psychological effort and work on yourself to figure out all those mechanisms which come to take place, so in which you are raised. Maybe it is also from the people who come to surround you. But still, if you want to find peace, at some point you will come to realize it. So again, it's not something that you need to fight with, but it is something that you need to take time to be aware, to grow. And yes, it takes time and work on yourself. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Alors, we went through 1 minute 24, and now it's been 45 minutes that I talk on the live. So let's say that today I will just go through the video, okay? And talk about loving yourself. Okay, let's continue. So here it says, loving yourself is never calling yourself names. Calling yourself a name is reducing yourself from a human to a single element of yourself that you do not like. So here is very simple. It's interesting that when you come to be by yourself, you may say things like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't do like this." "Oh, I'm stupid." When you catch yourself saying such things, this is where you do not love yourself. And so in that part of the process, it is important to catch oneself when we tend to speak bad about oneself. One story metaphor that I like to use is when we are alone, we may allow the mind to treat us bad, to call us bad name, to speak bad about ourselves, to put ourselves down. But as soon as body around us, a person that we don't know, if with person come to stand in front of us and start to say bad things about us, what we do, we start to defend ourselves. Monophobies. We tend to compare ourselves, and that should not be. We see people on social media and models which are not realistic. Yes, too much focus on yourself and not enough in the service to others. Yes. So, money for peace, especially for the generation which comes to be born with the social media, with Instagram and YouTube and everything, it will be difficult for them to be happy in their own skin. Since a young age, they come to see all this fitness model and influencer. And yes, as you said, most of it is not realistic, it's fake, it's lies, use of substances or this and that. So we tend to spray fake values and norms to this generation. I just hope, because of that, I hope that that generation will be given the gift, the will to work on themselves, to question themselves, to be smarter, to be smarter. Yes, I hope so. I don't know. But if I come to think a bit about it, you know, I hear here and there how kids are depressed, how kids hate themselves, how kids this and this. I also work since 2008. I teach meditation for kids. Here where I am, I come to work in 2 schools where I come to teach meditation for kids, especially in the kindergarten from 6 to 10, let's say. For me, my goal is to teach meditation to children so they come to create a space when they can reflect and come back to themselves. So, you know, this is what I share with the kids around me. This is the seeds I want to put into them. But when I look at the world in general, we will see. It's like this, yes. And you know, because of the world and because how things are, because today, if you want to be productive, if you want to be active, you have to be online. Your business has to be online. You need to be able to make those things work. Yet, because of this online staff condition, at the same time, it will be important for people to meditate, to be in touch with themselves, to get to know who they really are. As intensive this streaming live internet will go in the future, it will be more and more important for people to have tools to find themselves. For me, the best tools for that is meditation. You may have, of course, yoga, tai chi, qigong, massage, yoga, and all, but still, meditation is one of the best tools for people to find themselves. And it will be the way out. The way out will be the way in. So we will see how this world, culture, technology will develop. We will see. Anyway, oh my gosh. So yes, it is important to catch yourself if you say names to yourself. So here we have loving yourself is not always assuming the worst can happen. It can be easy to fall into the assumption that the very worst outcome will happen with every situation. However, changing your inner thoughts to be realistic or truthful can help you avoid the generalization or exaggeration that accompanies assuming the worst. So, okay. I mean, here again we come to the subject of thinking negatively about life in general. But what may ever happen might be the worst outcome of the situation. Actually, I come to have some people be in that situation, and most of the time it's people who come to be very rational, very pragmatic, who come to think a lot. But I think when we start to be in that situation, we come to be in the depressive. We tend to push our mental state towards depression. So, loving yourself Again, if you want to deal with this kind of aspect of the mind, mostly it can be done by relaxing the mind, taking a deep breath and giving yourself opportunity to have distance with the situation. Yes, especially now, I've got few people around me who come to be in a very bad position due to the corona, and they need to run their business. They have a lot of horses to take care, and people cannot come to practice horses, and still they need to fund the money to feed those horses. And finding solution could be very difficult if we try to be very logical. If we come to accept the general news of the world, we may find no solutions and think that it is the end. Yet, we need to take a rest, take a break, dive within, have distance with the situation. When you take time to make peace with yourself, you give yourself some distance, and especially you allow the mind to be creative or to be optimist. When you take time to rest, to stop to constantly think about it, eventually, because you give a break to the mind, this also gives opportunity to the mind to think in a totally different direction, which then will help you to find solutions. Anyway, so now I want to invite you to continue the rest of this loving yourself talk for next week. And now we come to practice some love and kindness meditation. So we're gonna take a break, especially me. I'm gonna take a break from talking, and we will come to practice love and kindness now. So, so slowly you come to close your eyes. You take the time to observe how you feel. Take the time to notice if the body is stressed, relaxed, and slowly you will take 5 deep breaths. The nose, and you come to visualize a pink light radiating from your heart. This pink light is soft, warm, and this pink light continue to radiate around your chest, your shoulder, and this pink light continue to radiate around your arms, your back, your stomach, and you come to visualize your whole body radiating this pink light. And to your body radiating this peaceful pink light, you take the time to say, I am love. And you take the time to feel that you are love. To your body radiating this pink light, you come to say, I am loved. And you take the time to feel that you are loved. To your body radiating this pink light, you come to say, you are loving. And you take the time to feel that you are loving. You feel the love expanding from your body. And slowly you let go of the image of your body and you come to visualize your mom, your dad, radiating this pink light. And to your parents, you come to say, you are love. And you take the time to feel that your parents are love. To your parents, you come to say, you are loved. And you visualize your parents feeling loved. To your parents, you come to say, you are loving. And you visualize your parents being loving. And to your parents radiating this pink light, you tell them, thank you for your love, your care, your attention. And you visualize your parents smiling to you, radiating this pink light. And slowly you let go of them. And you come to visualize the person that you love the most. It could be your boyfriend, husband, wife, dog, cat, You visualize this person radiating this pink light. And to this person, you come to say, you are love. You are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Thank you to be part of my life and to be present as love. And you visualize this pink light surrounding this person. And slowly you let go of the image of that person and you come to visualize either your home or the place you work. You visualize the whole space radiating this pink light, surrounding your family members or your colleagues at work, your boss, the cleaning lady. You see the whole place filled with this pink light. And to these people, you come to say, you are love. You are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And you visualize this loving pink light radiating around each of one of them. And slowly you let go of their image. You come to visualize the whole planet Earth radiating a pink light. You visualize the clouds, the trees, the forest, the cities, the people of different colors, religions, languages. And to this planet, you come to say, all beings are loved. And you take the time to feel that each being is love on this planet. To this planet, you say, all beings are loving. All beings are love. May all beings be happy. May all beings coexist at peace. And you visualize this planet radiating a pink light. And slowly you let go of the image of this planet and you come to visualize the person with whom you may have conflict, problems, anger. It could be a family member, a colleague at work, an office with whom you may have conflict, a person who gave you trauma, pain. You visualize this person with this pink light around. And to this person, you come to say, you are love. And you take the time to feel if this person is love. To this person, you come to say, you are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And you visualize this person radiating this loving pink light. And slowly you let go of the image of that person. And you take the time to come back to this pink light in your heart. Take the time to visualize this pink light radiating in your own heart, feeling the love flowing into your blood. You breathe in love. You breathe out love. Love is what you're made of. Don't look for it. It is already within you. And as you take the time to breathe in and out this love, you come to realize that this love within you is infinite. There is no limit. Never be afraid to give, thinking that you will not have enough. If you look deep down, you feel that love huge as a universe, because it is. Take the time to type in, dwell in it, resource yourself in it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the session today. I hope you were able to find relaxation on this Friday evening. I will be happy to see you next week, next Friday, 6 o'clock, to continue this journey about loving yourself. I'm happy that you come to interact and express yourself. Money for peace. Later on, I will check if any of you come to leave some comment on the chat. Until, take time to practice meditation. Stay safe, do some sport, wear a mask when you go out, and take the time to practice regular meditation, okay? So, again, my name is Gilles Chambourel. Thank you for the stream. If you want to learn about meditation, you're welcome to find my contact on the website or wherever, and we can make some appointments to have some session online. Until you take care of yourself, okay? Start with the open-minded. You start with who you are, however you feel. We're gonna start to just be mindful of the breath.